Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make this simple website using React. This is a basic website. Very simple. If you click on this home, it goes to the home component, about here, content. So how to make this website step by step we'll teach. Right. So here, first what you're going to do is you'll go to the going to make this website. So go to my G drive. Here I'm going to create the folder which is a React web. Is a folder I'm going to create the site. Okay, so here I'm going to type cmd. Open up your command prompt window. You have to type on over here npm init. You have to type npm init white. You type this one, right? So here, if you are go to the official website and install the React, it is very simple stuff. We are install the React using the white, right? This is a very fast compared to the official website. You can write type npm init white. Okay, it's very fast to run the application. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now the first, it will be asking the why. It asks the project name. I'm going to use my site, right? Press enter key on your keyboard. Here it asks the framework, which framework you are going to select, right? So here you can select by up and down arrow key. Up and down arrow key on your keyboard. Here I'm going to select React. So here I'm going to move the down arrow key to select the React, this one, React framework I'm going to select. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now here at this point it asks to whether you are developing the TypeScript or JavaScript. I'm going to along with the JavaScript. So I'm going to select as a JavaScript. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now the thing is done. Now it asks you the following instruction. You have to go inside the CD my site. This is my site has been created successfully. Here you can see here, right? So here we are not yet installing the npm packages, node modules we not yet installed, right? So here go inside this folder. So you write change directory cd my site. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now you go inside this folder. In this folder you are going to install the React node module. So how to install them? You type by the command here npm install. Npm install. Press enter key on your keyboard. You have to wait until the npm node module has been installed. It's not take that much of time, right? It is simple. It will be installed. The npm install successfully. Now I'm going to run this app. You type by the command npm run dev. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now you can see here it is how fast it is. Here, copy this, paste it over here. Press enter key here. It's working perfectly well, right? It's working perfectly well. This is the welcome page of React, right? Now we have successfully installed the React and you successfully run your first app. Now I'm going to open up this project in your VS Code editor. You go inside this folder. This is the project folders and files I'm going to open up on my VS Code editor. So you have typed cmd code space dot and open up on your VS Code editor. It is open up your VS Code editor. You can see here it is open up. As you can see, it is open. It is open up your VS Code editor successfully. Now you can see here, this is the index.html. This is a single page application of React. This is a single page we are running. So you can see here index.html. So it is calling the root. This root is reside on inside the src folder main.jsx. Here this root is there. Inside the root, it's rendering the app component. This app component, this is nothing but it is a main component of the app, right? So here this is the main, this is a component, app component, right? Inside this app component, this is the welcome page code, right? This is the welcome page code, right? Now here let's get rid of these lines. These are all the lines we need not dim. We just get rid of these all the lines, right? So we keep only the dot this css file only, link only. Other things we have to get rid of this. Here we have to run, we have to type here h1 tag. You have to write edit tag, you have to write, just you have to leave some message as hi. Now let's file and save all and bring back to the application. Here R has been displayed, but here you can see here this defaultly it it took some style. So how to get rid of this style? We go to main.jsx. Here this import index cs, this one you have to get rid of this. Save all, bring back to the application. Here it is come. Okay, otherwise it takes styles and all, right? That's why it's take the styles, right? So okay, this is how it's working. So type here div. This is like a div, right? You have to type, instead of this code, you have to type div, which nothing but division tag. Cut and paste it over here. Control save. Now you can see here the eye is running. So this one is take this style as well. That's why it's style. Right, this CSS the action tags, right? So it's a style. This style, all the styles I'm going to remove them. Right, so here the main.jsx. Right, now let's file, save all. Here it's coming, right? It's working, right? It's perfect, right? It's working perfect. Now what you're going to do is, now I'm going to make the application, right? So here you can go inside the src folder. I'm going to make the component. So I'm going to make the new component, which is a new components. I'm going to make three different components. One is a home component. Sorry, home. Right click, rename .jsx. Second one is a about .jsx. Third one should be the contact .jsx. Right. We have created three different components. Right. So how to implement the React? So you can see the same thing. We have to write it over here. So how to write them? Simple. You can see here. You have to type a function. Function has a name which is a home. So home. Open and close bracket. Here you can export outside. So export default. So write home. You can export the component outside. Right. Inside this component, write return. Open and close bracket like this. Here I'm going to call it here. You can write h1 tag. You have to write it over here, which is write it over here. Home. Control to save. Bring back to the application. Check. It's not working because I haven't called the component yet, right? If we have called the component, it will be displayed. So how to call the component? Go to the JSX. Here, this is the main component. Main component running high. Instead of the high, we have to call the component, right? So how to call the component? You have to write it over here. H O. Here you have type first two letter here. Home. This is a home component. You have to create it. It will reside on the path / inside the component folder. You have a home component. You have to select there, right? You have to implement this. It's coming here path. Now let's file save and bring back to the application. It's coming, right? It's working perfectly well. Now what you're going to do is you have to get rid of these lines. What you're going to do is here I'm going to make it this one as you have to write it here router. You have to write the router and you have to make the application. You have to write router. You have to install the router first. Write the router first. You have to open the new terminal. npm I. You have to write react router down. You have to wait until the process completed successfully. Now what you're going to do is inside here this app you have written, write it here inside the return. So here return First I'm going to write it over here. You write it, right? Browser route. Implement the component browser route. Right? Here, inside here, I'm going to write it here, div tag. But implement the div tag. You write simply div dot container. Press the tab key on your keyboard, it will be aligned successfully. After that, you have to create the row. So div dot row, press the tab key to create the row. Inside here, we have to make the column. So div dot call so right here div md12. So div call md12. Press tab key on your keyboard, it will be coming like this. Here you write a welcome. So welcome, right? So the welcome. Okay, so welcome. It's a heading. Right, so row is started and closing the row over here. I'm going to create another row. The same row, just copy and paste it over here. The second row. The second row we have to implement at the two columns. One is a 3, another one is a 12, 9. Altogether is 12. We have to split out 3 and 9. We have split. We have split the columns by 2. Right, so it's a split 3. Here you have to give here as 9. Right, we have split out. Right. Now what you're going to do is here inside here we have to create the links. So you have to create the hyperlinks. Here we have to maintain with the routes. So here what you're going to do is to maintain with the links. So you have to write the unordered list. You have to implement the unordered list. So the unordered list you have to write it here. Class name you have to write it over here. Class name you have to write here. List group. So you have to write a link to dot right here slash class name dot right here list group item dot right here. So second one, the about, if the link is coming slash, it is called the home component. If it's a about, I guess it's called the about component. The link is coming contact, it's called the contact component. Right. So after that here we have tried inside here, you have tried it here. You have tried routes, you have tried the routes implementation, routes open and close bracket. Inside here we have tried this route. You have to given the path route path. If it is a slash, it's got the element. You have tried it over here, open and close bracket. You have tried it to open up home. Home. Okay, so home is there here. Home. Home. So home component about and this one. So right here home component is there. I implemented already. So home component. That right. So path is automatically taken. Here right to close the brackets as well. To close this. Right. Same thing. You have to copy this, paste it below. The path is coming about. We have to load the about component. the path is coming contact, the contact component. About the wrong. So right here it is not coming, you're coming right is about, it also call it about. So please go to the contact component, you write contact, go to contact, right? Okay, so here we can write it here. So the what the problem is, it's not coming here because we haven't made the component, that's why. About, you have to also about, here also you have to make it as about. So contact also you have just copy it, paste it over. This is a contact, sorry, this is about, not about, is a contact. So about is here, this contact, you have to make this as a contact, this also the contact, this also the contact, right? Perfect. Now let's run and check it, right? So here, go here, the upskill, right? So if you are goes to the, this is the routes part, it will be based on the URL you are clicking, the appropriate component has been loaded here based on the routes. So file save all, bring back to the application. So it's coming not, we are not installed any CSS style yet, that's why it's coming like this. So here I'm going to go to my bootstrap, implement the bootstrap styles. So get bootstrap for implementation, but implement the bootstraps, the CSS, just copy it back to my index.html here, but paste inside the add tag. If you have paste inside that tag, all the entire web pages, the style has been taken, right? It is entire page. Here it's taken. Here it's taken. The style has been taken. So here, if you have clicked home, it goes to home component. It's about, it's a content. It will be working successfully. Now what you're going to do is here, about component, I'm going to make one paragraph. Here, this is about. So here we have, what's the problem is here we haven't put the division tag. That's the problem. Inside the division tag we have to put it here, these two. Okay. The same thing you have to apply the home component as well. We have to place the division tag. Inside the division tag you have to place it the home. So home. Same thing contact as well. Contact. This also the contact. It's working. Because I haven't saved all. Now bring back to the, here it's working. Here it's working. Here it's working successfully. Here it's working successfully. Here you have to make the style as well. Welcome page. We have to bring the style as well. The welcome page you have to make the style. You have to go to my app.js. Here we have a CSS. You have to style it here. Each one. Background color. You have to set it as a blue. Color, which is a font color. We have to set it as a this color. Padding. One. No. Right. So let's file save all. Now let's bring to the application. So here, this one you have to call it over here. The welcome you have to make it as this one as a h1 tag. You have to put the h1 tag, you have to paste it over here, right? So now let's check it. So here style has been successfully added here, but the thing is why it's not working, the background color. background color. Now here you can see here this is the h1 tag. You have to get rid of this class dot. That's a problem. Now let's bring to the application. It's working here. It's working. This one also h1 means this here also I am going to make these tags instead of h1. This everything implemented the h1. So we have to implement the h2. This one also h2. This one also h2. We have to make the application simple. Now let's file save all. Bring back to the application here. It's working perfectly, right? So this is how the application we can make it. I hope you guys you understood the things well. I'll see you in my next lecture. Thank you.